Welcome back, everybody. We're going to be continuing on the playthrough for Call of the Wild, the Angler. This particular video, and depending on its size, you might see this in two parts, not quite sure yet, but this particular video, we're going to be diving into the tutorial itself, really focusing in on how to get through it as efficiently as possible. And the reason for that is because progressing through the tutorial not only helps you level up faster, but it also gives you some free items, things that you just don't have to spend your money on. And we'll get into all that as we get going. But speaking of getting going, let's just get going.
Sophia Taylor from Taylor's Tackles here, and I hear you're in need of a little fishing refresher. Well, let me tell you, you've come to the right place. Although another right place to go would be Taylor's Tackles, right down at the Central Outpost. Can't miss it.
All right, welcome to the Golden Ridge Reserve. So these tutorials are going to be teaching us how to get into the game. Everybody's going to experience this first portion of the tutorial because it's what's going to unlock online multiplayer. So without wasting any time, we're just going to do the thing. We'll rush through a lot of these pretty quickly. Alright. Oh, reel it in. I'm talking about how easy it is, and I just didn't even pay attention that all I need to do is reel it in. I'm in catching a fish mode, y'all. Alright, catch a fish. I'm just going to tap R1 and do a quick cast. That's all you really need to do right here. Nothing fancy. Alright, got the first strike. We're going to reel this thing in. Like I mentioned, you know, this is going to go by pretty quick. We're going to try and rush through this pretty without wasting any time. Just because this is everything you're going to experience. And speaking of experience, we actually did not earn any experience so far, even with that fish. But this is going to let us know that we're going to need experience in order to unlock stuff. So let's quickly go down here. Actually, you're going to see me diverge from the path of the tutorial every now and then when we're on locations such as this one. Because, well, quite frankly, you're going to get better XP quickly doing these things than you would trying to catch a fish. The XP here doesn't sound like a lot, 10, 15 here and there, but compared to what you get from catching a fish, it's pretty good. In fact, you'll even see it. I'll call it out in the first few fish that we catch here. Cannot skip these, unfortunately.
French trappers named the park CotW.
Now the other locations that you see with the white circles with the black question mark, most of those are going to be towers such as this one or other points of interest. Like as we go through this tutorial, if we find ourselves next to one or near one, we're going to check it out because it's just free XP. Free XP is good.
This right here is my pride and joy. Transportation, plus a flagpole for yourself.
Alright, we're going to get one of our first items here, and this is going to give us 10 XP, which is really good. And I don't want to like make a big deal out of it, but it's just that little dot. Maybe it's not really good. But we also just scored 20 minnows. The reason that's important is because you actually don't earn, or you cannot buy minnows until level 10. So they're going to give us a few for these tutorials. You can go ahead and spend a couple of them because when we get later into the tutorials, excuse me, and they really require minnows, they'll give us a few more. But for now, you don't need to buy anything. Don't waste your money. You're going to get some of the early game things that you could buy for free. Oh, we have to equip this minnow. So we'll just do that. Boom, done. And we're going to catch another fish. Alright, we've arrived at this first location. We don't need to do anything challenging. We're just going to pick a spot, tap R1 for a quick cast. And this is pretty scripted, so you shouldn't have too much trouble. Wait 5 or 10 seconds, the fish will bite, bring it in. And just like that, reeling this sucker in. Come on, sucker. And there we go. Bronze black crappie. We got 5 credits for that one. Alright, moving right along wants us to now play with Dragon Tension. We have to go to a different location for this. I'm going to be talking a little bit about what they're trying to teach us just so it also works. Oops, there's a good coin. There's 10 XP just like that. We've only... It's all the XP we earned so far, just picking up stuff and checking out stuff. I'll talk a little bit about what they're trying to teach us at the same time, just so you're able, for those that are just unfamiliar with any of this stuff, I can help make it sense for you in addition to just speeding through these tasks. So we do need to catch another fish. We don't need to change anything. Just tap your R1, do a quick cast. Wait a few seconds. And we'll catch our fish. Come on, fish, where are you at? Oh, it's already at the lure. You can barely see it there, but it is displayed underneath the bobber. Oh, hello. So that all that red on the information on the bottom right, that was full max tension. You keep it like that for long and you're going to have one less fish to bring in. So what this wants us to do is just kind of hover between 15 and 20%. If you go to 25%, you saw how it fluctuated and went immediately to the red. So every time I'd like to keep it at 20%, but every time it spikes, I just knock it down to 15%. And this is an easy way to help tire out the fish and just kind of use your D-pad to help, help fight the fish on behalf of you. And you don't have to juggle too much with starting and stopping the reeling. Oops. Come on. This one's a really big jumper, though. Loves to jump. Jumpy, jump, jump. Come on. I should be able to bring this in. Yes, we got it. Oh, I was expecting a different fish. So we got 24 XP for that, which is really good for this pass. And I believe we finished the tutorial on... Yes, we have finished the tutorial on this. So, we're going to go meet the warden. The warden here, I mean, although we have to do this part, the warden is useful because he's going to give us a couple of, I don't want to say fetch quests, but things that we need to interact with around the world. They're going to be displayed consistently with yellow glowy spots. So he's going to give us these missions to keep an eye out for those invasive plants, diseased trees, and broken equipment. And then also report those tourist attractions as well as those other items.
First up, Buckaroo, here's your bread.
There we go.
Oxeye daisies are
So we're not going to actively pursue completing any of these, but if we see them around, we're definitely going to grab them because I believe each one that you interact with is another 10 XP, which is half of that fish that we just caught, basically. We're not going to also complete anything on here, really. This is the one thing you really want to come out here for, is to not just activate the academy, but to really initiate the first challenge. So we are in beginner class 1. We've got 100 credits. Again, don't spend them right now. Just sit on it. And then over here, we are... Oh, by the way, we just unlocked multiplayer. As you can see, I just joined one. So that is everything that everyone's going to have to do. Nothing crazy, nothing new, nothing real difficult. But that's how you can get through it quickly. And you can see there it goes. I now unlocked multiplayer. These 4 challenges, we're just going to grab them for right now. We're not going to spend too much time doing them. The reason you want to grab them is even if you don't have them highlighted, like this is the main thing that we're tracking, even though they're not being tracked, well, other than those two, these here where you have to go find a map location, we could technically just go and do that while we're doing something else, while we have a different mission tracked. These two here, we can't actually just catch any random. We actually need to go to those particular marked locations. But hey, some of the other ones we can do. However, this one you definitely want to activate right away. This is called the Golden Tour. Oops, wrong button. I will do that all the time. The Golden Tour is a mission that wants us to visit all of the places around the map. So if I zoom out here, you can see all of those locations. Each one of those is a new fast travel location. Some of them have challenge boards, some of them have trails, and so on. I believe all of them have access to vehicles and or boats. It's just a really nice, easy way to get around. But we're not going to purposely go after these right now. However, as we get near one or two by unlocking or trying to complete different tutorial missions, you will see me diverged from the path in order to just touch on those things. Because again, it's free XP every time you do it, as well as the fast travel. So a lot of benefit. Definitely keep your eye on those as you're traveling the map. If you really want to, you can even grind out an hour or so while watching a movie and just hit all the spots. So definitely recommend them just for the XP. We are not actually tracking this one. We want to track this one. Alright, so beginner class 1, we're going to just simply get to Bear Lake here and see what it asks us to do. Which, by the way, I was talking over it, but we did unlock, it did give us extra items for us to use right now. So I will show them to you right now. So we have a new hook, we've got new 20 more bloodworms. So if I open up the quick items here, they gave us actually hot dog as well as pearl barley and 10 more minnows. That's why I said we'll be okay on minnows for a little while, and it gave us another 20 of these. So this challenge, that's all we need to do is switch to the bloodworm, and we're going to catch a fish. So we'll just tap R1 again, get it out here. I'm going to see if we can actually see the silhouette of the fish that we're going to catch. Sometimes you won't see them if I think it's a lower rank fish, but nonetheless gives us something to do while we wait. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, I can kind of see the fish there. Alright, we'll bring this one in, and again, keep in mind our 15% is usually all we need. Yeah, that took us 2 seconds to bring in that perch. So now this is interesting. We got the fluorocarbon 1 just now, as well as some more barley and hot dogs. Those are not as interesting as the fluorocarbon. There you go, 6 XP. So not a whole lot, but enough for us to keep going. So that. Oh, I guess I will come back to the line that we just got. This one is really simple. All it wants us to do is learn how to adjust the bait length from, or how the difference in length from the bait to the bobber. That's all. So all we need to do is hit down on the D-pad to go down, and then take it up. Just keep going up. There we go. All done. And then I leave it back at the default 0.7. Fire it out there. This one kind of took me about, I don't know, 20 seconds or so the first time I did it. So we'll see if it's consistent. But nothing new here. Just throw it out there. Wait for the fish to bite. And we should have no challenges on this one. Alright, there we go. We got our fish on. Like I said, bringing this one in, no problem. Nice little perch we've got there. 4 XP. And I believe now it's going to ask us to catch a few more. Just, here we go, another 100 XP just for finishing that really simple challenge. Yeah, so we just need to catch 5 fish. So we're going to just do the same exact tactic. We're not going to change a thing. We're going to drop it out here, wait a few seconds, and just do a little bit of rinse and repeat. This one looks like a perch, just kind of sitting there underneath the bait. Yeah, we got one. Alright, we got our first fish here on that challenge. That gave us 0 XP. Oh no!
Not me, fish.
I just accidentally hit the wrong button. That's all good. That was funny. Any fish? Yeah, I see a fish down there. Can't tell what it is though. This one's putting up... Well, I thought it was going to put up a little bit of fight, but it is not. And it's a crappie. 4 XP. So we'll just tap R1 again. There we go, got a fish lined up here. Should bite any second. There it is. Got him hooked on. Another little perch. 5 XP, we'll take it. 2 more, 2 more. I think we've been in this spot here for only like 4 or 5 minutes, barely. Alright, here we go. I see him swimming over to it. Got him. I didn't even change the line for this one, even though we got some new line, and that's okay. We didn't get any XP for this one. Either maybe it did and it went by really fast, but I didn't see it. Last one. Don't be coy. Bite it. There we go. Finally, he was nibbling on it. I don't know why they're all he's, by the way. It's super sexist. Oh yeah, so just 5 credits. We didn't get any XP for this one. However, we did finish our mission, and it wants us to go back to the challenge board. No problem. Alright, we are here back at the mission board. We have finished it. We got another 100 XP. Looks like a rod, a reel, and some more line. And we're being introduced to Beginner Class 2. This one's going to teach us a little bit about hook size and gear strength. Basically, the better the reel will let you bring in larger or stronger fish because it will withstand more tension before it snaps. So, let us begin that. Hey there, buddy. Let's get a little wave on. Oops. Let's reciprocate a little high. Where is the high? There it is. Hey there, Minnie. Alrighty, let's get going. So this one wants us to build a rig using those items. We already possess those items. I just want to quickly show you what I mean about why it's important to not buy things right away. So this rod, we didn't have to pay for. We got it for free. This reel, same thing. Didn't have to pay for. We got it for free. And of course, you know where this is going. We got this line for free. So fantastic. We didn't have to buy any of that stuff. We actually have a spinnerbait, even though it doesn't show us that we own one. And we have 2 hook, size 10 hooks, as well as a bunch of the other baits that you're already familiar with. So let's go back and build our rod. So for this one, I was having trouble with this one initially, and I think it was because it needs me to use a minnow. Let's put all the things it's asking for on, and I believe it needed the minnow. Let's equip this thing out. There it is, yeah. So just keep that in mind. Even though it doesn't specify it, if you don't put a minnow on, it won't really give you credit for that. Alright, that one I think is further away. Yes, it is. So we're going to get ourselves a Jeep, and we're going to plot a course. Not just to get to that location, but to make any pit stops along the way that I feel are pretty necessary. So let's take a quick peek. So we are going to definitely stop at that white circle over here on our way to that location. So here we go. So one of the things that we're going to keep over, we're going to keep an eye on are any of the glowing spots. They have like a, it kind of looks like it's on fire. It's got the tinders, the sparks kind of blowing, but it's just a little bit of gold. I call them sprinkles, but they're going to be emanating from the bottom and kind of rising up. And that's how you know it's something for you to go and interact with, and it's going to relate directly for one of those wardens. I guess tasks, missions, challenge, whatever you want to call it. Most of them are going to be right off the side of the road here, or they're going to be this red colored tree, or they're going to be in the water as some plants and vegetation. So fortunately you don't have to stray too far off the path in order to find them. But here's our first one up here. We're going to go check out this tower, which is the question mark on our map. In fact, if we look, yep, that's where we are. And we're going to use our auto move to help get up these stairs pretty quickly. Sorry if it makes you a little bit dizzy. I always tend to close my eyes around that part because it makes me dizzy. And we've unlocked even more of these locations for us to go check out. Secondly, I don't know if you caught a glimpse of it or not, but there is a red tree right next to where we are, so we're going to touch on that too. And it was right there. So you can see already the sprinkles are kind of flying up from it. That's how good it is. The game is doing it. It's trying to draw your attention in to something, so you don't have to get super close to it before you see it. And that's it. Just like that, we got 15 XP, which is really good XP. So, one small detour, I believe we just earned 30 XP. Pretty good. Oh, by the way, what level are we? We're halfway to through level 3. Which is not that much of an accomplishment, but it is progress. And I do remember there being one over here somewhere. Right there. This one I caught my eye at the very last second, but you can actually interact with these from inside of the vehicle without even stopping. So that's even sweeter. Another 10 XP on that one too. Definitely the red trees and trunks are the most obvious, but whatever. This works too. Alright, so this is telling us about hook size. It's kind of counterintuitive, but this is just the way the world works. The bigger the number of the hook, the smaller it is. Alright, some small fish can only be caught with small hooks naturally because the hooks will be too big. They will have no interest in biting it. So, we don't have to do anything. We just take the rod out that we already built. And one time I actually saw a silver ranked fish just kind of swimming out in the water here. I just want to see if it's here. Alright, this one I think I made a mistake. So when you set up the hook for this one, it did give us 20 eggs. We want to use those eggs instead of the minnow that we originally had. And we can give out a regular cast here. And we, on this side, I did on the other side, and I think it's expecting us to toss in a line over here. In fact, I think I do see a fish swimming at the bottom there, but I don't think that's the one that's interested in us. Look, there's already a fish on it. So definitely when you get to this point, don't get too crazy. I think this one is a bit more particular because as soon as I casted it, right then and there, we instantly got some attention. When I was playing around with other locations or even behind us, zero action. So just kind of emulate what I just did and you should be in good shape. So we got 9 XP off that with the eggs, and I believe now it's going to want us to catch, yes, it wants us to now try and catch a bigger fish So it's given us a new hook, size 7. This is a new hook that we did not have to purchase, even though hooks are pretty cheap in the game. We will equip that, put the eggs back on, and we'll try this again. Actually, we're going to put the eggs on for one, but I believe I can use minnows here too. So we will just dump that out. See what we see. Now, if I were going for a, let's say a crappie or a perch, a size 7 would lead to a big one of those types of fish, right? Because they're already biting on 10s. So naturally, when you're going to be going for a higher ranked version of those types of fish, it's going to take longer to catch them because again, now we're dealing with rarity. So we can switch to, because it just needs to catch us with any fish here. We can switch to a minnow and catch a small fish. Not a small fish, but like a small version of, like, say, a bass, for example. That would normally bite a 7 on this. Although we are getting some attention right now. So this is about to prove me wrong. Alright, we are bringing this one in. We are not having any trouble at 15% here. And we'll catch... Oop, I missed it. There we go. Got ourselves another smallie, a silver rank for 14 XP, which is actually our best one so far. And so now it's telling us that we're ready for the next class, which is, wait for it, by the way, 100 XP, in case you didn't see that. Show it, show it, show it, show it. Catch 5 fish. So, we don't need to do anything different. We're just going to catch the same exact fish, or I'm sorry, we're going to drop the same exact loadout in the same exact spot. And in less than a minute here, we should have another fish on the line. We should have 0 challenges here. In fact, look at that, not even a minute. We have waited like, what, 4 seconds? And we've already got some great attention. Boom, we're already going to have our first fish. That was like no time at all. There we go, fish number 1. That's a largemouth this time around. I actually didn't see the XP on that one. Ah, missed it. Hit R1, drop another short cast, lower the rod just so we can see it a little better. Let's see what kind of attention we get off this one. That last one we got a fish interested in us in about like 5 seconds, it seemed like. Definitely no new attention. Sometimes you can trigger a new response if you just give it a little bit of a reel in. So we're going to try that now. See if that had any effect. Does not look like anything is interested in this right now. So let's pick that up. Let's give it one more cast, one full cast. See if we have any luck. And if not, we'll switch to a different bait. Give it a little reel in. Oh, look at that. That definitely triggered that fish to see us. Hopefully you saw that too. There we go. So, if you're waiting like 5 or 10 seconds and you're not seeing anything, give it a try. Although this one is definitely taking line off of us right here, so we might have a little bit of a battle on our hands. I bumped us up to 25%. I'm at 30%. And now we're being able to bring this fish back in with a little bit of trouble. But nothing too crazy. He's pulling us out again. So right now we're sitting at 30, and we seem to be doing okay. I've got the rod still high, so we should be able to bring him in. Whoa. There we go. Secure. Oh, didn't get a secure cast that time. Oh my gosh, it's going away. Got it. Nice size smallie. Silver, 25 XP. We're going to just drop another line right back where we left off. See if we can catch a third one pretty quickly. This time I'm not going to wait around for too long. I'm going to let it sit there, count to 7, and then reel it and do the same thing. So let's do it. 1, 3. 3, 5. Nope. Alright, we're going to bring this one back in. And then we will try a different baits. Dropped in the minnow. The minnow seems to be pretty good at catching or attracting a wider variety of fish. They just tend to be a little bit harder to reel in. But I don't think they'll be too hard to bring in. Not seeing any fish swimming around. Oh, there we go. We got one swimming right for it. Looks like a nice big fish too. The size of that one. I'm gonna guess another silver largemouth. Yeah, I think we had a largemouth last time. Same thing. So 30% is working really nice right now. We're able to bring in this fish with very little challenge. Hold the rod real high, kind of get it to jump out and swing towards us. That's one way to maybe catch this fish a little early. Oh, missed it. There we go, secure catch. Yeah, another silver, 31 XP for that, largely. So that's a really good way to get a nice chunk of XP. We need 2 more of these fish. I'll do a normal cast. Normal cast again, I should say. Oh yeah, so as soon as I move that bait the second time, that fish on the right's coming right for it. So definitely, that would be a tip I would definitely recommend, is just slightly reel it in, and it will help to bring some attraction your way. However, this one, 30% might not be enough. We'll bump it to 35. So far so good. Little tight, but we're okay. As soon as I lifted the rod, it went a little dark, so we're gonna just, I reduced it back to 30. Gotta pull on this guy a little bit. He's just driving straight down. Back up to 35. Alright, we appear to have broken this fish, so that would be good. Oh, maybe not. Proves me wrong every time. Let's go, buddy. This is a nice battle, actually. This one's just not coming in instantly, so this guy's got to be a pretty good size. So we're just going to be patient on this one. I thought we had him already, but putting up a second wind. Alright, I think we've got him here. Oh, man, this one does not want to be caught. Ah, it keeps going straight down. There we go. We got him. We got him. Look at the size of that fish. Definitely silver, but we got 105 XP for that fish. That is a really good sized fish. 105. We'll take it. We have one more fish to catch. Let's hope for some good luck. We've been able to get fish on pretty quickly. See if we can get one more with this technique. Oh yeah, there's definitely a fish right on it. I didn't even see it swim up to it, but it did. And this one looked pretty big. Man, it would be really nice for us to catch another one of those silver largemouth. 100 in XP is so much better than 15. Ooh, this one's putting up a fight, and I did not put on the new line. We'll see if that comes to bite us. Come on, fishy. Oh my gosh, this one's taking forever. Let's go. Did you get a good look at it when it was bouncing? I did not. Sorry, I had to snap my dog. Tell her to sit. She's like, hey man, what are you doing? I see you getting all excited about this fish. Yeah, that's a nice sized fish. Although it doesn't look like a bass. It might be a walleye. Let's see if we can reel this guy in. Oh, don't go away now. You're so close. Ah, he does not want to come in. He's right there. Come on, pick him up. Yeah, he keeps swimming away. This doesn't look like a bass. I think that's a walleye. Oh, 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 I saw the marker. Yes, go. I got it. Yeah, it's a walleye. Silver walleye. We did get a crankbait. I believe it's because we finished this mission. That's the spinner I was talking about. I thought I had it earlier, but we didn't. Now we do. We also got a frog. And 135 XP. I think that's for the fish. And then we'll get another boost of XP for the mission. Let's see. Oh, it's going to give us the crankbait all over again. It's going to repeat. Okay, that was for the mission. We'll get the XP when we get back. So before we jump back, I believe that there's a thing up here we want to unlock. Just a quick. I don't think this is going to be a fast travel necessarily, but we'll see. But we do want to just get to these locations real quick since they're really close. So if you don't want to see this part, I totally understand, but feel free to skip ahead. But I would recommend anyone who's playing to do exactly what I'm doing right now and get the free XP. Although I forgot to mark it. That was the street back there, but it's the first left. Alright, let's go for the first left. Which is right here. Yeah, 25 XP, there we go. And I didn't see any. I'm just kind of doing a quick pass to see if there's any of those red things for us to pick up, but I didn't see one. So we're gonna. So that's a fast travel spot right here. I'm tempted to do the same thing for these last two. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna quickly take a look at the golden tour and see what's near us. Nothing is actually near us, so we can come back for these in a little bit. I'm not in a huge hurry for them because I know that we've got a mission right here, and that would be a good time for me to pick these up too. So we're going to fast travel back to this main spot. Here we go, and we're going to collect this mission here. Let's put it back on to... There we go, and let's see what we get. 200 XP, that's what we needed to finish it. So another 100 credits. Again, don't spend your money yet. We're only just getting through these tutorials. We're going to be picking up this advanced class, but I'm going to end this video right here. I'm going to wrap this up, make it short and sweet, and then get started with this next one right now. So thanks for watching. I really hope this is helpful for you, and yeah, keep having fun. See ya.